Welcome to the first Inside the Mind of Madden 26, where I'm going to be breaking down a full game for you guys in great detail, giving you my thoughts and opinions about an intense game of Madden here. We are playing in the MUT Gauntlet mode, which in my eyes is the sweatiest game mode in all of Madden. And as you can see, this was streamed live right here on the YouTube channel. I also stream on Twitch as well. You can follow me there. Link to that is down below in the description. So yes, at the time of this game, we are currently 4-1 in the MUT Gauntlet. We want to try to get to the coveted 10 win mark before you lose twice. So you can technically go 10-1 and you will get the maximum rewards from it. So we got a long uphill battle here. The more wins you get, the tougher opponents you will face. And as you see, we already have a blemish on our record. We're trying to avoid losing again. Otherwise our gauntlet is done. Now this game here, you guys are about to see, was absolutely insane. And there's a good reason why we have chosen this game to be the first one of Inside the Mind here in Madden 26. This is gonna be a rather long video, so buckle up and let's get right into it. So once again, we are in Ultimate Team, so we're using players of the past, present, and the future on our teams right now. I'm gonna be kicking off the ball to start things off to my opponent. I'm in the Steelers uniforms, obviously. My opponent is wearing the Detroit Lions uniforms. This is the new kick meter in Madden 26. It's not new if you've played college football. This is the kick meter in college football. It is now the standard kick meter in Madden and competitive Madden as well. We are playing 5-minute quarters on the all Madden difficulty, so there is no previous play to bail people out, which all pro does. So that is what the game settings are for the gauntlet mode. As we kick it off here to Terrell Owens, Eagles legend, Cowboys legend, 49ers legend, and I have the worst special teams of all time. We allow my opponent to basically get into field goal range to start things off, and we kick it to the 45-yard line. So every single year I have the worst special teams in the nation. So at the time of this game, I am still running the Jacksonville Jaguars offensive playbook, which in my eyes is still the best playbook in the game. My opponent, I believe, is also in this playbook as well. As far as defense goes, I'm pretty sure at this point I have switched defensive playbooks to the Miami Dolphins playbook. If not, I am in the Green Bay Packers. We've been basing out of the formation nickel wide. The stunts are very, very good. You can play match coverage out of it, which I have been running a lot of so far. And there's also other formations like you see there. Double mugs here, single mug is here. 1-4 is also in this. I'm pretty sure I was in Green Bay though, but let me look and see here. Coming up here in just a sec, I make audibles, or I make depth chart changes for the dime formation. I don't know if it's 1-4, if it's 3-2. And right here, my opponent comes out a little bit too late there. We accept the penalty. Now this was like a competitive Madden game. I probably would have declined that. We are playing in the gauntlet. I don't know this guy. We are going to be accepting that penalty. Nickel wide is our formation that I have been coming out in. And as you can see from my perspective, I have been starting to run a lot of shade down 2-man under on defense. Yes, I absolutely hate going up against this because it's so damn annoying and it's so damn good, which is why I've started to run it a lot more here in this game. It is the best form of man coverage that you can run in this game. Cover zero is absolutely abysmal in this game, and it has been for a long time. So if you're running cover zero, you're probably getting scored on a lot. I would get out of that, and I would get into shade down 2-man under, especially if you do a little bit of a trick. I'm not going to reveal that trick here in this video, but there is a way that you can make your man coverage really, really, really good. Now, I will say it's not the end all be all. Nothing is in this game. Nothing is 100% consistent. So this is a good foil for me to learn that, hey, guess what? Shade down man is good. It can't be something that you rely on each and every single down unless you have like a 2-possession lead or something. Good opponents are going to know how to beat 2-man under. You will see here that at first he was a little bit flustered by it, didn't really know how to navigate through it, but then he was able to figure it out as the game moves on. So that is what we are basing out of. He is coming out in the bunch tight end and he's flipping. And also this is another big reason why we're coming out in shade down man is because of dudes like this who like to flip their formation every single play. There's going to be a patch coming very soon in this game that's going to halt that. It's going to be like college football where if you flip your offensive formation, there's going to be a delay timer. It's when everyone is set and ready to go, then it flips your formation. That is going to hurt a lot of people online. So if you're doing that, you're doing what this guy just did, coming out with your play flipped and then flip it back the other way, I'd probably get used to like not doing that, because they're probably going to patch that very soon, just like they did in college football, because it was a huge issue there. They patched it. It's probably going to get patched here in Madden 26. So keep that in mind for future reference. And once again, with this, we don't have to make too many adjustments. Right here, he audibled too many times around in his formation or in his playbook, thus giving him a 5-yard penalty. So he hasn't even snapped the ball, and he's lost 10 yards. So not a very smart way to start the game here for my opponent. Also, another reason why we are in this is because we can definitely, sending 3 players in this game is good again. I don't really have like too serious of opinion about sending less than 4 dudes, but if you can get pressure sending 3, like I'm gonna do that a majority of the time rather than having to sacrifice my back end and potentially give up touchdowns. So that's kind of my little mini opinion on sending 3 versus sending 5 or 6. Right here, first play, we're clamping. That 2-man under is playing really well. Doesn't really do well. I mean, as you can see here, he actually had his crossing route wide open, but our user was on the safety. That's who we user out in 2-man under defense, the left or the right safety. We were able to user that as well, and he had nothing open, and we sack him for only a loss of a yard here. Second down and 21, just like that. He does a little motion out. Sorry for my webcam getting in the way here of some of the gameplay footage. But look here, he is taking his time, snapping the ball here. Once again, as you can see, we've got a little bit of a spy action here. QB scrambling out are huge in this game. This is another good reason to why sending 3 is good, because you can have a QB spy and get decent pressure by only sending 3 dudes. So he is taking his time. He's doing a little motion, and he calls another timeout. And this is kind of I don't know whether if he's just like not ready to go or whatever. This was like early in the morning when I played this game, so maybe he just wasn't fully ready to go, I guess, apparently. So yeah, in the first 30 seconds of the game, he's got 2 penalties. He's already had to burn 1 timeout as well. As you can see, really, really good defense by us. Again, there, he just chucks it up. Should have been an interception. Third down and 21 already for us. And once again, we get the ball out of half. Name of the game is do not give up anything deep. He actually might have had his corner route open there on the left, but we ended up getting pressure. We actually sent 4 that time. See what I did. Yep, we went ahead. We went with the right Tom stunt right there. The Tom stunts out of nickel wide are very, very good. As you can see, we only sent 4 dudes, and we were able to get good pressure. So it's 4th and 20, just like this, and he is going to be going for it. Kind of a questionable decision by him, since he hasn't been able to move the ball yet on us at all. So we'll see what he's got cooking up. Right here, he motions over. I move my safety over. We switch stick back over to the other safety, and he throws a Stevie Wonder at us, and we get an easy stop just like that. Time to run the Jags tour, coming out in that cluster halfback strong, and then we are going to be sending the Wolves in terms of offensive formations at you. We're going to be in the doubles flex. We're going to be in the bunch X nasty, bunch tight end, tight doubles, a little bit of trips action, mostly in the red zone. Is right here. We hit a little drag route underneath to my boy Franklin. This is the team of the week item. He breaks a tackle. We almost score in 1 play, 33-yard completion. Right here, we go with a little setup like this. Double drag. He's showing man coverage here. And a big tip right there that I'll go back and explain. Hit sticking in this game is broken. If you hit stick like that, they're going to break the tackle almost every time. Let me show you guys this on my controller. So what he just did was he did this. This is the left stick on your screen, but this is the right stick on my controller. He went up on his controller like that. That is what happened. Big thing in this game this year is you want to do the downward hit stick, that you are going to guarantee yourself a tackle almost every time you have the right positioning of your defensive player when doing this. So I ask you, those at home that are watching this video, get this out of your arsenal. Wean yourself off of it. Stop doing it and start downward hit sticking on the right stick when you're on defense. Trust me, it will help you out a ton, and it will save you from giving up plays like this one right here that he just gave up. A little drag route goes 33 yards because he hit sticked up on his right stick. Keep that in mind. Hopefully that helps you guys out as much as it possibly can. And now here we are, first and goal at the 1 yard line, already up a stop. He's showing the double mug defense. Once again, we are in trips. It's looking like I'm not really sure what I want to do right here. I actually audible to the trio wide off close, and I kind of didn't really know what the hell I wanted to do right there. So we called a timeout. Once again, we're back in trips, and there you can see he moves his safety over to the right. He is expecting the QB strong power run, which is a very, very good run against a double mug look in this game. The defenders don't really take great pursuit angles, and you're able to get really good blocks from your linemen, and you're able to score pretty easily. Except right there, once again, he's got defense for that. And so he ended up boxing it up pretty well, and we lost a couple of yards there. The red zone has always been the toughest part of my game as far as like, well, not the toughest, but it's like I've struggled a lot inside the 5 yard line my entire Madden career, just like a lot of others. So scoring is tough down here. It's the reason why it's called the dead zone, not the red zone. Right here, we run a little crossing action over the middle. We create some pick action there too, really conflict his user, and we find big cock Brock Bowers for the touchdown right there on the crossing route. We had the drag route underneath there to Terrell Owens as well. He had to pick between the both of them. He actually had a decent user. We were able to fit that ball in pretty well and score and get on the board first in the first couple of minutes of this game. Right here, once again, my horrible special teams on display. He gets to the 36, and now we are back on the fence. Once again, he's in the bunch tight end formation, and this is the drive right here that he figures things out on offense against this shade down man. And once again, he flips right out of the huddle, which so many players do. And there you can see Patrick Surtain gives up a wide open corner out, but he actually took his drag route underneath. So once again, shade down man is good. It is not gonna be bagging every single route, every single play. It's just not the way it is. I did not get that into my head in this game. That's something that you guys are gonna have to get into your heads as well. And right here, he motions out his running back, which is something he probably should have done a lot more. And there you can see he just puts him on a simple little out route. Very good read by him. Something that definitely helps out a lot against the man coverage defense is doing that. We're starting to already kind of get him out of his element. I can kind of see here by him doing that. So there you can see I have to move my safety over there because you see I've got terrible positioning right here. Corner route is actually wide open there on the left. He had a bunch of players wide open. And that's my man Witherspoon, the Seattle Seahawks corner, getting kind of torched there. You want to have corners that have really good press rating in order to run man coverage. And I know that my man Witherspoon does not have the greatest press at all. I think he has like 80, maybe even less than that. So yeah, you want guys that want to have, I would probably shoot for like 85 press. And there you can see, I don't believe I got all my adjustments off in time, and he just snaps a corner out to Greg Olsen, the team captain, and he's wide open and he gets it on the board. So yeah, he figured it out pretty easily how to beat this two-man under. So now I got to think to myself, okay, keep this in the back pocket. All right, he knows how to beat this and this. All right, we might have to make some certain adjustments in order to combat what he adjusted to on his second drive. So he ties the game up there just like that. And once again, we come out. This time, we're rocking out in the doubles flex. Once again, just kind of seeing, hey, we're going to give you the tour of this playbook. What can you defend and what can't you defend successfully? Right there, we go to T. Higgins underneath on that little drag. It's not really like a drag route. It's like a mini crossing route. Gets into really good spaces across the middle of the field. Right here, we go short side with it. He moves a guy out to the right, expecting the stem down corner, which we actually had there open to T. Higgins. I could have thrown that, as you can see here. Number 5 is T. Higgins on the right. There you can see that's open. I also had the post route over the middle that I was going to actually throw, and that probably was going to be an interception if I threw it, or if I was able to, but I ended up getting hit and the ball hits the ground. So it's 3rd down and 4. Here back to the doubles flex, and this is the I don't remember what play this is called, but it's the motion dig under. There we go. That's the play. That's probably my favorite play out of this formation. It was really good in Madden 25, and it's really good again here in 26. We make just a couple of simple adjustments to it, and then we snap it. Once again, T.O. this time, he's on that crossing route. We air truck, which hopefully they patch that. If you're not air trucking, you probably should start doing that before they patch it. We'll pick up a first down into his territory at the 45. Right here, we go to bunch X nasty. One of my favorite route combos here out of that play. Once again, this play was in my video of the top 5 favorite plays in the Jags playbook, spacing switch, where I had, let's see here, I'm gonna try to get this to where the play art shows. So there it is, spacing switch, streak from B, the Y table route, do not hot route that, keep that stock, tight end drag, RB on the post, return route the X receiver. We're mega flooding one side of the field here. There you can see he's got to have a hard flat to defend the table route. This is too much to handle over the middle of the field, honestly. And we pick up good chunky yards there. We're inside to the 26-yard line. Back to the cluster we go. This time around, I flip it to the left side, which means we are probably going to be audibling over to the tight doubles and quick snapping one of my favorite plays out of this, the curl play. As you can see, that's what we do here. He is showing double mug, mid blitz. Brock Bowers gets a free release off the line, and we are in the end zone. See what happened here. He switched it on to Malik Hooker right away. I think he went ahead and blitzed his user. No, he didn't. I don't know what he was doing. Oh, he had a man up to the running back. So you can see his user came down to the box there. He actually had him man up to the running back, leaving him responsible for the tight end. So we instantly switched sticks to the tight end. We're able to hit him over the top there with the post route. Good read by us, and Big Cock Brock already with 2 touchdowns in the first 4 minutes of this game. That is the team builder, Brock Bowers. I would say he's the best receiver in the game. Obviously, T.O.'s really, really good. Dante Thornton's still very, very good. T. Higgins is as well. I think Big Cock Brock he's number 1 at this point in time. He's just so good. Best tight end in the game, arguably best tight end in the league now. Hopefully, he's going to have a monster year, I'm assuming. Again, 2 touchdowns already for Raiders tight end Brock Bowers. So now we're back here on defense, trying to figure out a little bit of what he wants to do. Right here, we actually went ahead and changed defenses to we are in the 3-2 defense. So yeah, I was in the Green Bay Packers playbook at this point. We were not in Jacksonville. As you can see, I moved Honey Badger over to the left. We're trying to get some crossfire pressure out of this, only sending 4. Crossfire pressure is really good here in this game. It's not as overpowered as it was in 25. It's still pretty solid. Right there, he's getting plenty of time to throw the ball. It just hits a simple little drag route underneath to Greg Olsen. Bunch of tight end once again. By the way, this is not the proper way to run this defense. So, yeah, but we were running a little bit there. You can see Honey Badger takes a really, really wide angle. He was not supposed to take that wide of an angle. He was able to escape out to the left because of the pressure coming from the right of screen. He's got Jalen Hurts. He just dumps it off quickly to Saquon Barkley on a little bit of a play breakdown there. Picks up a big gain right here. Last play before the end of the first quarter. He chucks up to T.O., who gets open. Once again, just a lot of, I know what happened right there. So I only sent 3 players this time, it looks like. That's the case here. And I had my defensive end, who was Jihad Campbell, in a hard flat. Yep, there it is. So he was in a hard flat. That created a bunch of picking. That was going to actually be good defense, but never mind. That we created picks right there with our own defensive back. And yeah, that was unfortunate. He just lobs it up and gains big chunky yards there. And that's the end of the first quarter, 14-7. But we are up a stop. Moving right along here. He is audibling. Okay, all right. Just runs a little bit of inside zone, it looks like. Running backs just love to fight their asses off against me every single time I play them. So he gains 3 yards right there. 2nd and 7. He is now starting to audible around to a different formation. That's I think that's tight Y off, whatever. Just hands it off. I don't think he's in Jacksonville. I think he's in the Minnesota Vikings playbook, because that I think was the duo run. Pretty sure this is the duo run. Let me look here. Yeah, that is definitely it. So I think he's in the Minnesota Vikings playbook, because they have a duo run on a tight Y off week or something like that. I thought he was in Jaguars. My apologies. He is in the Vikings offensive playbook. Has a really good bunch tight end. It has a really good QB zone run like that too, apparently. Don't know how Dwight Freeney did not tackle his quarterback right there, but okay. Guess he was scared. 2nd down and goal here. He runs the ball up the middle. Big E there, my user. Nice play. loses a yard, 3rd down and goal. Let's see what he comes out. He comes out in bunch tight end. Probably would not run the RPO. Oh, wait, he did. Very fascinating decision that he called the RPO there on the 2-yard line when I'm running Shane down man coverage. Old strategy, to say the least. 4th and goal here. Huge play in this game. If we can get another stop, that's giant. If not, he's still very much in the game. The game will be tied. The audible's over. Saquon Barkley just gets outside leverage on the Badger, and that's just an easy touchdown. Shane down man could have done a better job of usering, I guess. I mean, he was going to have, yeah, you can see he had Terrell Owens open over the middle of the field, but then Saquon Barkley just a simple little out route there. Tyrann Mathieu can't cover it, and we give up a touchdown. So we are tied up just like that. Big possession here for us, back in the cluster offense. Not on a hash, which I don't like here. I'm not a big fan of not being on a hash. Right here, we want a little simple high-low. We check it down to Saquon Barkley in the flat. Nice little out route, pick up 5 yards there. We're back on a hash. We're back in the doubles flex. And you can see he's starting to mug his user down here in the 1-4 defense, I think. Good read over the middle there. His user was down below, so we were able to hit. That was the PA snag play. Take a look at here. Running back in route. No, running back out route, drag route, Y on streak, X on a slot fade. Yeah, really good route design here, designed by us right here. High-low over the middle of the field. Once again, putting that user in conflict. The more times that you can put their user in conflict with your route combinations, the better chance you have at being successful on offense in this game. It showed right there, like he has to user the drag over the middle. He has to use that tight end, that really good post route over the middle as well. So right here, we're approaching the 2.5 minute mark. Snapping this ball under 2 minutes, so that way this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Never mind, I went ahead there. Probably could have thrown the stem down corner on the right. Yep, could have thrown that, but I went ahead and threw that instead. The running back table route. We gained 5 yards, but we stopped the clock. So if we could have hit that corner out, we probably would have stayed in bounds. Clock would have kept moving. So, the clock is still moving here. All right, can't go out of bounds on your own in this game. So right there, name of the game, boys. Stem down, short corner route. Just beautiful. He was not able to switch ticket over there in time. We actually kind of caught him a little bit off guard. And that'll be the last play before the 2-minute warning here in this one. Right here, we audible once again to the tight doubles. We're running the flood play out of this. A lot of bumping, had a touchdown there. Probably should have. Did I block my running back? I don't think I did. No, I did. He just got really good pressure. Yes, there it is. You can see my man. I believe that's T. Higgins, right? On the left, number 5. He's open for a touchdown, but I don't get time to throw the ball. So it's turf. 2nd down and 10. Oh, we spoiled it. There it is. Stem down, corner out to Franklin. And just like that, we're back in the end zone. Yeah, cover 0 is ass. Don't run that shit. Do not run that shit on me. I will literally stem down, corner you to death until you get out of that defense for good. So like that, we strike back, and now he's getting the ball once again. Or is he? Oh, get that user strip. Oh, man, that's really lucky, honestly. That's very, very lucky on our end. So I will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. So we get the ball back just like that with an opportunity to really put this game out of hand. Once again, we get the ball out of the half as well. Big cock Brock. Legacy game. Up the middle. Post route. Touchdown for us. I don't know why. I don't know what he was doing right there. He was trying to get crazy pressure and this didn't work. Yeah. Brock Bowers. 3 touchdowns in this first half alone. Yeah, he's absolutely insane. Get him on your team if you can afford him. He's obviously very, very expensive still. I don't know exactly what he's going for. Probably still at least $1 million, maybe even more. But he's worth it because he gets every single team chem. I believe we have him up to like 85 speed on our team. So yeah, he's really, really freaking good. He does not fumble here. So we're back on defense. Once again, he is coming out in the tight Y-off weak formation now rather than bunch tight end. He knows that he's got a little something out of here. He hits the running back check down to Keaton Mitchell, the Ravens running back. That's a team of the week item there. Yeah, tight Y off is what he's coming out in now rather than bunch tight end. Let's see what we got here. I don't get my defense set up in time. He runs the duo run again, which is very, very good against 3 down lineman sets. but he's down by 2 possessions. So I welcome him to run the ball on me all he wants, down by 2 possessions. Feel free. Clock is still running too. I don't know what the philosophy is here by this dude, but okay. That was the ball. That running back route's a pain in the ass. So it might be time to start making some little bit of adjustments as far as putting some zones out on the field by me, you would imagine. So he's killed me with that route now. That's the 3rd time he's completed it. Clock is ticking here now. 40 seconds to go. Hands the ball off. I think that was that was duo, wasn't it? Yeah, that was duo. Terrible blocking there by his offensive line. He calls his calls his 2nd time out. Remember, he used his first one in the 1st quarter. That running back route, Jesus, man. Completes it again. So that time he dropped it. Actually, no, he completed it. Okay. Yeah, that route's really good. Holy crap. But no timeout there either. He's going. He must be pretty confident in himself here. Questionable play calling to say the least. Never mind. That was just this dude's Bill Walsh. He just gets a post, or he just snaps the ball. A post route gets picked. Yeah, there you can see the pick action on the left. And that is my man Franklin. Roy Franklin scores just like that. So we played decent defense that drive. Apparently not. It's tough. But guess what? We get the ball out of halftime, right? We're still up a possession. No problemo. Now there's 11 seconds left in the 1st half. If we can get 3 points here miraculously, that'd be great. And something also that you guys should stop doing is stop kicking it to the end zone, because guess what? You get the ball at the 35-yard line. We essentially only need what? 20 yards from there, right? No, 15. We basically only need about 25-ish yards to get into field goal range, which is 2 first downs. Another PSA for you guys, stop kicking to the end zone. Kick it left, kick it right. Do whatever you got to do to not kick it to the end zone, because you will basically put your opponent in fringe field goal range just like that without even having to play a snap on defense. I've stopped doing that. You guys need to stop doing that as well. So 2 things to take away from this video. Stop upward hit sticking and stop kicking it to the end zone. It might not win you more games, but it'll help you potentially winning more games. Also, something that you guys have been hearing me spam a lot is that you can't win the game before halftime, but you can certainly lose it before halftime. Let's see if that's the case here. Do I go against my motto, or do I just say F it? Let's try to lose the game. We're in the motion mesh play, one of my favorite plays in the game. And I throw a pick. He just switch sticked it perfectly. He actually played insanely good defense right there. Let's see what I should have thrown it sooner. Yeah, that was just really good defense. Really, I was bagged. Give credit where it's due. He bagged the shit out of that. So at the 45-yard line, he only has 4 seconds. Kickers are obviously not very good at this point in the game, so he definitely cannot make this even indoors. So he's got to go for it here. We just can't give up anything cheap or deep. I'm watching the streak down the field. It's a little bit of a inaccurate pass there, and we might have gotten pressure on him. That's the end of the half. It's 28-21 once again. We get the ball out of the half. He onsides us though. We recover it. Too easy, and we get set up shop at the 49-yard line. So once again, we only need about 10 yards to get into field goal range to go up 2 possessions. Back in the cluster formation, looking like he's trying to get pressure here, mugging his user. Don't really know the reason why behind that. We had a couple of things open. We threw the stem down corner, and we also might have had the post route over the middle, but once again, I just threw an interception over the middle, so I'm not really trying to throw another interception there. So big gain by us, already down to the 30-yard line in one play. Right here, we come out in Y-off trio close. Very popular formation in college. Very good formation here. We might have been throwing an interception on the crossing route. Actually, no, never mind. That was going to be a dot, but he got pressure in time. Good defense by him. 2nd down and 10. Back to the bunch. X nasty. He's probably going to expect spacing switch here, which once again, that's what we do. Flood the middle of the field. Great patience by us not to see, or we saw that his user was coming back down to the return route. You can see he was using the post route all the way. He didn't switch stick. He should have switch sticked that, but he didn't that time. He went to go use the return route, and then the post route was just wide open, and T. Higgins just walks into the end zone. and we go back up by 2 possessions. So yeah, there's not a lot of defense in this game. This game right here and in Madden in general. So back up on top by 14. Hey, my special teams actually did pretty good that time. Woohoo! Back on defense we go. He's been destroying me with this running back in route, this running back out route. We're still just gonna run simple shade down man right here.
Huh?
Yeah, that's the biggest crock of bullshit about this game right now, boys. The Ags. Like, look at this. I'm not gonna get into the whole I'm not gonna get into this during this video. There's a different time and place for this, but the Ags in this game, man, are absolutely atrocious. They're horrible here. They're horrible in college. I'm losing games off of shit like that. Fucking fix this shit, EA. It's so goddamn annoying to not be rewarded for throwing. That's just an awful read. He had his running back wide open and you let him catch that with 2 dudes on him. Like, I understand he's got fucking honey badger on him. I don't give a shit. It was a terrible read. It should have been punished. We should have gotten fucking ball back and potentially even into the game if we could have scored again. But nope, we're still playing here. As he runs, I think the duo once again gains 8 yards. Shit, I'm surprised he didn't score a touchdown because usually that's the case when you throw a pick one play. Guess what? You're probably going to throw a touchdown the next. So that's literally what happens almost 95% of the time in this game. It's kind of nuts. 2nd down and 2 here. He could run the ball. He's just killing me, spamming me with this play. But oh my God, we got pressure, sending 3 dudes. Once again, look at that. The running back is open every play. But guess what? This time we actually put a hard flat on our strong safety to guard against that. So really good adjustment by us. And he's just running. There you can see I'm just helping out with the flood from left to right. Good user by us. Great defense. Green Bay Packer legend Micah Parsons gets the sack for us. That Micah Parsons, by the way, he's an animal. Get him on your team if you can too. Micah Parsons, team, the crystal item. Insanely good card. One of the best pass rushers in the game. 3rd and long, he goes back to bunch tight. And he's been killing me with tight Y off this entire game. And right here, he literally runs stock fucking play action. And it's Witherspoon again, getting absolutely torched. And T.O.'s just wide open for a touchdown. And the game lagged right there. Yeah, it's about a bottom of a play call, as you can call right there, and it worked. Very, very frustrating giving up and once again, I've been having some lag issues. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know. It's been happening here and in college. It's so weird. Obviously, my internet's good. So he onsides us here again. Please recover it. We do. My man, Torrey Horton, the Seattle Seahawk receiver, covers that one, and we're back on offense, basically in field goal range already for the most part. We just got to get a 1st down. Back in the doubles flex here, running the dig under play. He's doing a pretty good job staying disciplined with his user. We just have to scramble out. We don't have anything open on that play. Only getting a yard there on the scramble with Baker Mayfield. Back here again with it. Mixing up the route combos just a little bit here. Yeah, I guess we snapped this one. All right. Good read. Good read right there. We mixed things up a little bit right here. Look like we have the stem down corner here, the post route, a drag route from B. So we're flooding from short to wide. And then we have the Texas route over the middle because I know he's been running some man coverage or match. But that time we actually mixed it up with the zone. Saquon Barkley wide open on the Texas route. Great concept there. I'm going to definitely keep running that concept right there. That was a really good play by us. We're down to the 26-yard line here. Back to bunch tight. We go to bunch tight end ourselves. We're actually running the cheat tight end hitch and go. Once again, this play was in my top 5 plays, which honestly probably don't think it should be. But this play, we basically can set up we can set up motion Y post from trips tight end and flex out of this play, which is what we do. Now you can see here, he's in double mug. We're not going to send 5 out here. We're going to block everybody. And he gives up another touchdown. So guess what? This guy's been, every time he's been in double mug, he's given up a touchdown. And right there, T. Higgins gets open. Look at that pick action there on the left. That is insane. So T. Higgins is on a slot fade, right? My wide receiver was on the return route. This is another bad thing about man coverage is this shit happens to you. They just get picked. The defenders just swap off on shit. It's weird. It doesn't happen as often shade down man, 2-man under, as it does in cover 0 man. And T. Higgins is butt naked. Also, Brock Bowers was, hey, guess what? I could have thrown my 4th touchdown at Brock Bowers, but we chose T. Higgins there instead. So I had two touchdowns on that play there. But guess what? We're back up by 2 possessions with 2.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. I feel like if we get another stop here, the game is going to be over, but he has done a really good job of adjusting himself on offense, and he's been playing very, very well to keep pace with us here. Let's see what he does here on this very important drive for him. He runs a little mesh over the middle, bagged there. Great defense by us. 2nd down and 10. Back to bunch tight end he goes. He runs a little motion play, the cheat motion play here. Tries to throw that, and it is actually open. There to T.O. Probably could have done a better job of using that. That was literally just a stock play, I think, and he just snapped it and threw it. That was frustrating. He's back in the field goal range here at the 35. Back to bunch tight end he goes. Texas route is open. The corner route was open as well. I had to guard the corner route because if he threw that, that was going to be a touchdown. So I had to sacrifice the Texas route there underneath. Good play call by him. And he's down to the 15-yard line there. Saquon Barkley cooking. Franklin there is again. Let's see what he drew up right here. Oh, he ran the whips play. All right. Good play by him. Don't know how it got open against the shade down man, but it did. Once again, shade down man's good, boys. I'm telling you, it's really good, but it's not gonna win you games. Like, it's just not. You gotta mix shit in. You gotta mix some zones here and there. You gotta mix up something. You can't just give these guys that are good looks the same look each and every single play. They're gonna eventually catch up to it. And you might be in trouble. And that's something I should have realized a lot sooner. That hey, shade down man. Even though yes, I am up 2 possessions still. So I mean, I'm cool with running it still. Kind of just stock. Probably should mix it up a little bit more. So right here, we do a good job right there. We put a hard flat on the field, but we give up contain because of that. And Jalen Hurts just walks into the end zone. He is back within 1 possession. So he's staying, he's not going away. This guy is staying right there on our rear ends, all over us here. Once again, he kicks the ball deep to the end zone. Questionable once again. Stop doing it if you are. Just kick it to the sideline before it gets to the end zone. Back on offense again, 35-yard line. Here we are. Stem down corner. Tight window. Unfortunately, do not get our feet in bounds. If we were on a hash, we would have completed that, but we didn't. Back in cluster once again. Making a decision of what I want to run. Looking like we're going to run the post curl play. Keep in mind, once again, we threw a pick on this the last time we threw it. X is open. And we throw the damn fucking interception again to his cornerback. Love switch stick and I hate switch stick. I hate it for that reason because it just like B is open. B is open, but he switches over. He gets rewarded for it because he's got it like a switch stick can just bail out a bad shell. And like I know I threw a pick on that before and should realize that. Still good defense by him. The streak he gave up this, he sacrificed that streak to get the ball back himself. So I might have 42 points in this game, but that doesn't excuse that I've had already 3 interceptions, 2 really bad interceptions. Let's put it that way. 2 to his user. Always really, really deflating. So he goes back to the run here. Now he feels like he has all the momentum, and he does, because I've just choked a lead. He has all the momentum in his favor. This is something that I have struggled with a lot, is playing with the lead. I struggle with it a lot in 25. And we're not getting any better here so far. And right now, he's piecing up the man coverage. The man coverage is not playing well whatsoever. The tight Y off is a really, really good 2-man under beating formation. As you can see, he's just absolutely slicing and dicing through it. So once again, I just gotta realize, I gotta have better recognition of getting out of this shit quicker. Right there, he runs the duo play once again. It's to the 9-yard line, brings up 2nd down and 6. This will be the last play before the 4th quarter. Hands the ball off again to Keaton Mitchell. We stop him before the 1st down marker, 3rd and 1. He actually runs a play here before the end of the quarter. Okay. See what he does. He just quick snaps the running back route once again. Don't get a hard flat over there, and he ties the game up in literally like 2 minutes. He goes from down 14 to now we're tied. Shit can change in an instant in this game, man. It really can. You just can't get too comfortable. You can't get too lazy. I felt like we got a little bit of both here in the 3rd quarter. He just flips the game upside down. I have lost confidence. He has gained all the momentum. So we got to gain it back somehow. And I thought he for sure was going to take it to the end of the 3rd quarter, but he didn't. So we still have 1 play left here in the quarter. We are going to come out in doubles flex here, running the dig under play. Looking like he's trying to get some sort of pressure with his user. You can see he's mugging into the gap here. So let's see what happens. He's mugging with the crossfire. It's interesting, but we hit the little crossing route over the middle for a nice gain for 10 yards. So yeah, he put up 21 points in that quarter. So yeah, we gotta make it up and then some here as we head to the fourth and try not to blow this lead. So back in doubles flex we go, putting the route combo that I want on the field. This is the same one that I hit him with earlier out of PA snag. This time his user was off sides. So basically a free play there for us. We had a little check down to our tight end, Brock Bowers, and I end up actually accepting that. So it's 1st and 5 now rather than 2nd and 4. The clock doesn't keep going on that, which is very interesting. Don't know why. Right here we run a little that route combo, that was ass. That was really bad by us. I probably should have flipped it and run the route combo that I ran earlier. But that was just 2 stem downs and a drag route. Not a very good play call for there by me. Not really at all. I've been putting some pretty good play calls on the field this game, just not executing it very well. Right there. Dangerous pass over the middle of T. Higgins. Once again, he switched to pick me twice, but he doesn't switch to me there. I'm kind of shocked he didn't here again. He was on that return route. He loves trying to guard that return route. Was not able to get to the post route there via the switch stick, and we gain a good chunk of yardage there. Right here, we audible into bunch tight end this time around. This bunch tight end does not have the RPO bubble. And damn, Brock Bowers, how do you drop that? That's just a little dinky drag route. We drop it. Right here, he does a really good job with the switch stick. As you can see, everyone's going vertical on the left, so there's nothing underneath except right there. His linebacker, I think that's Xavier McKinney, comes back down and plays that. And Brock Bowers drops an easy pass. Okay, very interesting. Back in bunch X nasty we go here. Let's see what we draw up. We're running kind of the same play that we've been running out of spacing switch, except we call it out of the auto motion wheel play. So we basically run spacing switch. That's my favorite set about that. But we have this running back route that leaks out to the opposite side of the field. So this is very unique to this play, because I knew last time he didn't play hard flats over to the left, so we try to catch him a little off guard, but that time he actually had someone. I actually had the return route open there. As you can see right there, it's open. We got to throw that, but I threw the running back instead. Oh man, once again, decent play call, but I just hit the wrong person. I made the wrong reads. Right here, he's going to shade down man himself. Let's see how we beat it. Pause. We run verticals out of, oh man. Oh, I'm just beating myself. Pause again, watching this play unfold. So we go to verticals out of cluster, where I have A drag, A's on a drag, RB is on a post, flat route, wheel route, and then a streak here to drive off the zones. He's on his safety here. We could have, that was pretty cage. But guess what? Look what's open on the right. Brock Bowers is open. I just gotta throw that shit, man. I gotta throw that. He's wide open, and I don't. And it's 4th down and 10, and we're going for it. So we go to cluster. We audible over. We quick snap curl. He hasn't been able to stop this all game. Good play call by us. I absolutely love that play. This is so freaking good, man. It's so freaking good. We quick snap it. He doesn't switch stick to it, because if he does, guess what? If he switch sticks to that, he's going to give up the post route or the drag route underneath, and we're probably going to get a 1st down anyways. But there you can see he does. He switch sticks instantly to the post route, because he knows I've beaten him twice with the post route with the tight end. Just a lot to guard on this play. This is such an amazing play. It's the reason why it's arguably one of my favorites in the game, is that one right there. We pick up a monumental play for us on offense to get a lot of momentum back that we've lost. Right here we go to Z spot. Good play by us. I had to highball that because I saw his user was there. High balls, once again, are not anywhere near consistent anymore in this game as they have been in years past, which I think is a good thing. So in years past, this is definitely a touchdown, but unfortunately, they make a lot of high balls inconsistent this year, very inaccurate this year in this game. So we overthrow that one tough. That's just that's natural habit, honestly, just highballing. This really is, because we've done it it's been so good for so long. So if I didn't highball out there, that was going to be a pick. So I had to sacrifice giving up a big play, or had to sacrifice that right there by eyeballing that pass. Staying in cluster here, 2nd down and 10. I know that he's running a lot of shade down man. So our route combo was we have our tight end on a short crossing route. As you can see, he bumps into the defensive end. He's able to really bag this. Except we had a return route over the middle of the field coming late, and we were able to get at least 5 yards out of that play. It's solid. So right here, 3rd down and 5, biggest play of the game for both of us. Looking like we're gonna go to Y-off trio close. Y-off trio close is the play call here. All right, let's see what we draw up. Do we draw up anything great? Does not look like it. This does not look great. That was terrible. Oh man, you just gotta knowing what you're gonna do is like half the battle. Like if you know what you're gonna do on a certain play, like route combo wise, like you're gonna be successful. Right there, I was just kind of improving, honestly. Like once again, like the red zone is the dead zone in this game, and like it's really tough to score. And I hadn't been running a lot of Y-off trio close in the red zone. We just ran it there to kind of run it, and I throw some dumb shit, which I've done a lot this game. Speaking of dumb shit, that's 50-50 on whether that, I mean, I don't know, man. What do you think? What do you guys think? Should this be a pick, or should this be at least a drop, right? At bare minimum, that should have been a drop. It just isn't. They just catch damn near, they catch damn near everything in this game, man. They do. Every receiver does. Pretty insane. So yeah, once again, he has all the momentum. It's all on his side here. Now he can basically chew this game out, which he's trying to do there. He ran the ball, 1st down. Surprised he does not have chew clock on. Don't know why. And he's literally just spamming this play over and over and over on us. That play, I don't even know if he's making any hot routes on it. I don't think he really is. Tight Y-off weak is what is the main formation that he's running this play out of. Whatever play this is, it's fucking good. His shade down man, he's literally just spamming it over and over and over and over and over again. It's working. It's doing really well. Right there, he alters the setup a little bit that time. So he'll either have that running back on the out route that he likes or the Texas route. Right there, he put him on the Texas route, and it actually brings up 4th down. So this is the biggest play of the game for either one of us. Huge, monumental play. And there you can see, oh, yes. He tries to quick snap duo. Almost shot this perfectly with my user. Look at that. Oh, I dove too early, but luckily we were able to stonewall him with Kevin Byard and get a huge stop. And it puts us back in the driver's seat just like that. God, this game's nuts. This game is insane. Back to double mug he goes. And that time he gave up the running back on the that was a wheel route. I got a really horrible animation on that. But there you can see, look at this. He cannot stop this play. If every time he's been in double bug, I've ran this play, he cannot stop it. T.O. is wide open here. I know for sure that he's sending the house, right? So I got to get the ball out as quickly as I can. I've been blocking the running back on this play for the 3 or 4 times that I've run it. This time I didn't. Saquon Barkley, wheel route, horrible animation, but it doesn't matter because he outruns Will Johnson. I believe that's his corner who was on him. And we get the momentum back just like that. How about that, boys? Back on the board once again in a game where there's been no defense whatsoever. I mean, there's been defense here and there, but this has been a wild game. We're about to the 2-minute warning here. We're up by a touchdown. Returns the ball out. Back to the tight Y-off week he goes. Oh my gosh, boys. Look at this. Yeah, he threw it late. He should have thrown it sooner. He threw it in traffic. I actually didn't even have a hard flat over there. Wow. This game is a game of what ifs, man. What ifs is the biggest function of this game. Right here. Rolls out. Jalen Hurts. Quarterbacks don't fumble in this game. So yeah, we guarded the out route that time with the hard flat. That time he was able to roll out easily with his quarterback. And now we're to the 2-minute warning, 3rd down and 4. We hard flat the right side of the field here. You gotta know that the running back is gonna be his main read. Great play call on great defense by us once again. But once break and contain, he just sees that I hard flat the right. He rolls out right and gains 1st down. So good recognition by him. Clock is ticking though. He's at the 45. He runs the ball once again. Great tackling there by my team, right? Unbelievable tackling. Good job, boys. 2nd down to 5. This time I put my left of screen safety in a middle 3rd. See what happens here. Good defense, good defense, good defense. Really good defense. Oh, man. What if, man? What freaking if? Dwight Freeney drops the game-winning touchdown, or drops the game-winning interception. He's probably gonna score. I'm probably gonna score there too on that play if I catch the ball. We don't. I'm sad. They're down to 5. It's just with a mesh concept underneath, picks up a first down. Oh man, watching this back hurts my soul, man. So many things could have went wrong, or so many things went wrong and did. Oh man, there's still time. Less than about a minute to go. Wide open streak. He hits the whip route, gains about what? 5 yards. Most importantly, the clock is ticking. Under a minute to go here. Bunch tight end. We've done a good job playing defense against this for the most part. Just for that one drive where we gave up a touchdown. Another swat. Dwight Freeney, you were so close to ending the game. And I actually think, dude, that was the, bro, what if Dwight Freeney didn't swat this? Look at this. Look where the ball is placed. Look at my defender right here. This is, I believe, Big E in a hard flat. Oh man, the what ifs in this game are going nuts. If Dwight Freeney didn't swat that, that's probably getting picked by my Big E. Oh, it's tough. And I realized that you can't see my face, but I realized where I was like, oh my God, like that's a pick. That was another interception just like that. Dwight Freeney, oh my God, brother. This has been a terrible, horrible drive for you. Really, really bad. He motions his running back out. He hasn't done this since the beginning of the game. He actually had him. He had Saquon Barkley wide open. Look at Saquon's wide open. He checks it down though. Greg Olsen, Honey Badger, you some shit. Runs a draw here. 1st and 10. No any tackles? Any at all? Any tackles? No, he gains 12 yards on that. Miraculously. Don't ask me how. Maybe because tackling is absolutely horrendous in this game. 30 seconds left to go in the game. 1st and goal. He's not calling any timeouts. He don't give 2 shits. Good defense by us. He rolls out Jalen Hurts for a touchdown. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. And oh yeah, he's going for 2. Spoiler alert, he's going for 2. Took a while to call his play. He is going for 2 to go up by a point. Let's see what he calls here. Let's see what we call on defense. So I call double hard flat, a left Tom 2-man stunt. I actually contain on the right, questionable, and I'm using the free safety. I'm basically lurking over the middle of the field. The first thing that comes into my mind when I'm against bunch tight end down here inside the 5-yard line is whips. So that's what I'm basically guarding. Got my hard flat here to guard the right of screen whip, an out route to guard the left of screen whip, and my user as well. So that's kind of my philosophy here. This is to kind of pick and choose which whip route is going to be the one that he throws to and user that one. But he calls a timeout. He did not like the look that he got, but you can see before he called it, or right as he called the timeout, he audibled down to a single back formation, which, as you can see here, he is going to do right there. He audibles down. This, I believe, is single back tight Y off. I don't know what the hell he's going to do. He runs the ball. And he Superman dives. I don't know if that got in, did it? They counted it, but look at this. I don't think that's in, man. I really don't think that's in. It's tough. Really, really, really tough. That drive happened. He converts the 2-pointer. We have 15 seconds, though. We have all 3 timeouts as well. He kicked the ball to the 35. So all we need is like 20 yards here to get into field goal range, is what I'm thinking. Or maybe, 25 yards. I've got the best kicker in the game. I've got the Cam Little item, who has like 89 kick power, so he can definitely make it from like the 40-yard line. The moral of this story is stop kicking to the end zone. Like I said earlier, stop doing it. This dude basically put me in the fringe field goal range just like that for no reason. Here we go. What am I going to draw up? Do I honestly know myself what I'm going to draw up here? I could not tell you. Snap the ball. Not a very good play call at all. I know how to get the ball out quickly. We only lost 5 seconds there. Not bad. We're at the 46-yard line. Thinking to myself, oh, hey, we got to get to that 40. We got to get to at least his 40-yard line. We audible over to tight doubles. You see, he moves a defensive back way the fuck over here. It was still open. If I throw this and I rack it, I could potentially like spin or juke out this defender here or air truck, and we can get into field goal range. I take the drag route instead. We air truck. We waste only 5 more seconds, and we get to, what do I get to? about midfield, we get to my 46-yard line. So I need 6-ish yards to make this, to at least give my kicker a chance. 6 yards is all we need in 5 seconds with a timeout left. Right here, we flip our formation. We call Z spot. I probably should have called like the motion mesh play out of this because he devoted a lot of his attention towards the side. Like he has defenders way out here, way out here. This is probably not the route combo I should have went with, to be honest with you. This ain't it. This was early in the morning too. So yeah, maybe it's just because my mind is not right, but we drag out underneath.
What the fuck?
Our receiver drops it. It's T.O. Terrell Owens drops that open pass right there. You can see he switch sticks to the middle. We catch it. We're going to be in field goal range if he catches the fucking ball, but he drops it. Another what if of this game. And now guess what? We're pretty much screwed. He's going to come out in 3 deep. We got to just chuck it deep at this point. We just got to chuck the shit deep, or maybe even check it down and potentially make some dudes miss. But here we are. This is the last play. This is the play we call. This is not what I wanted to call. He gets pressure sending 3. And he wins the game. Very, very tough game to go through. Saw we were, at some points in this game, we were dominating. We looked really, really good. He could not stop me. It was that third quarter, man. That third quarter really killed us. It's really been the story of my Madden career so far, is giving up big leads in the third quarter. I need to keep doing a better job of stop letting shit like that happen, because this happened. No, last drive aside, I shouldn't have been in that situation to begin with if I would have played better in the third quarter. And I would have managed the game a lot better. That's the growing pains. That is the learning curve that you have with this game, is that you just can't get too comfortable. You can't get lazy at all. You gotta be razor sharp at all times. Otherwise, you can give up leads like this, what we did. And I put myself in a bad position to begin with, and we lose 50-49. But it was a very exciting game nonetheless. It was a very, very heart-pounding game. And fortunately, this was our second loss of the gauntlet, so we got bounce from it. So we only went 4-2 this week. It's been a struggle, to say the least. We went 10-0 the first weekend, and then guess what? The last 2 weekends I've only won 3 games and then won 4 games. Yeah, it's tough. Hopefully we can get back to the 10-win column very soon. We're going to keep our head moving. We're going to grind our ass off on the game and get better at it. And hopefully we can get another 10-0 for you guys, so that way we can showcase it for you. Well, that is going to be it for this very, very long video. My voice is starting to hurt. If you guys like the Inside the Mind content, whether it is here with Madden or with college football, let me know. Greatly appreciate it. We'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Peace. Hey, before you go, did you like what you saw in the video? If you did, consider leaving a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you really like what you saw, consider subscribing to the channel and hit that bell icon to be notified each and every single time a video goes live here on the channel. Here's a couple other videos on my channel that you might like. Thanks for tuning in.